going second, opening up with a Maxx C. That is what I like to see when we do go second. It looks like my opponent is on some kind of cyber archetype. We didn't get to see what he was going to, or we get to see soon. He's on Drytron. An interesting archetype to deal with, but let's see if we can get stuff done. Looks like he just didn't have enough gas and he really didn't want to play under Maxx C, but looks like he had the Maxx C, but we do have the Crossout. Reason why I use the Crossout first, I do have the Maxx C in hand, so I do want to use that Maxx C on my next turn, just to keep him under Maxx C as much as I possibly can. Wynn's going to pitch the 2 wind monsters. We're going to get Terrortop newly at 3, ladies and gentlemen. This card is crazy. I'm so happy they gave it to 3, though. Honestly, it just does wonders for small decks like Speedroids. We're going to use those 2 monsters. We're going to get out the rubber band shooter. I should have honestly did some other... I should have used the Taketomborg effect to get the dice into the graveyard right away, but I didn't. Other than that, we get the dub. Alright, we're going first on this one. Opening up the Ash Blossom is really nice. We didn't open up any crazy extenders except our Ultra Hound, which Ultra Hound is an extender in itself, which is pretty nice. We're going to use Speedroid Ultra Hound plus the trap to get out our rubber band shooter. This is a crazy link too for the engine. A search plus an extra normal summon does wonders for the deck. We get the double Yoyo. Double Yoyo effect. We're going to bring out that Speedroid effect. We're going to bring out that Taketomborg. Taketomborg effect. We're going to bring out the dice. All pretty much chaining together to pretty much get your combo. Next up, we're going to bring out the Cork Shooter, which brings both of the materials it used to summon it, 1 and 3. We're going to turn Terrortop into a level 4, and we're going to get YuGiOh out as well. We're going to use those 2 to get out a level 8 Crystal Wing, and we're going to use the other 2 to get a level 7 out. So this board has 3 interruptions in itself. Level 7 or higher negate, a monster negate, and an add negate. Now, I see my opponent is on Ash Blossom, or is on Branded, so I'm going to use that Ash Blossom right here on that fusion deployment. And he's going to end his turn by setting 2. Now, I see that he's on that fusion duplication, giving him pretty much extra copies of the Branded Fusion. And that's going to get out that Lubellion, which I can't do anything about since it's a Branded Fusion card. So I'm kind of waiting for my right time to strike here. We'll see when it comes up. He's also got a Fallen of Albaz in hand, but this is my turn. This is worrying me for the next turn, but it's still my turn, so I'm not really in a big hurry. As well as I have Wynn in hand, I can pitch that the Decklist Duke to get another extender out. So I'm really chilling here. He's gonna take out my rubber band shooter, leave both of my negates. So I'm honestly not that bothered. We also have Ultra Hound engraved, which will get us a level 4 Speedroid monster. We're gonna pitch the Duke, and we're gonna get the Tri-Brigade online, but I'm not gonna, or he's gonna use that Tri-Brigade and negate, but I'm gonna use my Crystal Wing here because I can't really use it on anything else anyway. We're gonna normal summon the Terrortop. It's crazy that this card has a special summon effect, but it's also worth the normal summon a lot of times. Looks like my opponent sees that I just special summoned the Red Eye Dice, so he's kind of pushing on to his next move. What he didn't realize is that this is a Despian monster, meaning when he summons that Despian monster, it's not invulnerable to any of my effects. Since Branded Lost only protects branded monsters. So I'm going to take out that fusion. I'm going to get my clear wing up to the attack point it needs to. He's going to get a Fallen of Albaz into the rotation, tossing my clear wing, which isn't the biggest deal because I already used that effect. I'm going to special summon this guy, and I'm going to special summon Red Eye Dice from my deck. I'm gonna go into the Link 2 here. I'm going this really different order, but you know, it's working. We're gonna use that level 2 and level 3 to get out a Cork Shooter again, and we're gonna bring both of them back. He's gonna be a level 5 this time. It's a huge amount of renewal. We're gonna turn him into a level 2 as well to get the Baronne De Fleur out. And we're going to use that Rebel Band Shooter to get out any card of my choosing if I mill a win card, which I did. Get that Speedroid Wheel. And he's also going to try to destroy my board at the end of the turn. That's an effect I'm not going to let happen. He also wants to get rid of, he wants to negate my Hoigota effect, but I'm gonna banish that, or get rid of that right to the graveyard, so I don't have to worry about that. We're gonna banish that guy to get Ultra Hound and the other guy. Only reason is to get that Speed Wheel card. Now we have even more resources. We're gonna go into 5 and 8. We're gonna go into Kite Drake, which Kite Drake has a second effect: negate all face-up cards my opponent controls. So that branded loss, even though I'm leaving it on the field, does nothing for him. Now he's going to get that card to hand. He's also going to get a special summon a fallen or branded card. And he runs out of time, unfortunately, but that's GG. Alright, going second, Maxx C in hand. I'm the type of guy to like to shotgun it. Looks like my opponent is on some extravagance plays. He's going to set 2. Also reveal he's also on the Labyrinth package, setting 2 traps. Honestly, no Ash Blossom in hand kind of sucks. But part of the cards, we top deck the Ash Blossom. So we don't have to worry about one trap at least. And our hand is really good considering everything. Alright, we're going to normal, and he's going to let us add a Speedroid to hand. It looks like my opponent is on Droll. I'm going to set 1 and pass. I'm really trying to stall out here now, especially with that. But my opponent really has nothing either. He set a monster in 2 traps, really trying to buy himself time as well. Now, Taketomborg is going to get out a monster. Unfortunately, my opponent does have an Ash Blossom of his own. So we're still in the same situation. We do have CarTurbo, and CarTurbo is here, bringing out the Rubber Band Shooter. Rubber Band Shooter effect is going to bring out any level 4 card I choose. Now, this is the cool thing about the Speedroid duplication trap, is that this card can target any card. So we're going to return that skill drain to hand, so my Rubber Band Shooter goes off and gets me a Speedroid Terratop. We're gonna get double Yoyo. I really wanted that red eye dice engrave. Looks like it worked. Our opponent has the Ghost Ogre, which is gonna also take out my red eye dice. We're gonna reduce that level, but we also have another normal summon, another red eye dice. So we're off to the races here, with our opponent only having 1 card set and 1 card in hand. Our moves are pretty much gonna be the basic. Bring out the Hoigota and bring out the level 8. Now I choose Crystal Wing here just in case this guy's got a negate effect, but it's a Droll face down. He's going to take 1,000. He's at 6,000 life cards with 1 card in hand. I also have a Terrortop in hand as backup. We're looking really good right now. He's going to set 1 and pass. We have a really good board, and that just made it even better. And it looks like he just set the skill drain right away. We knew the 1 card in hand. I should have thought about that when I'm commentating. But it looks like my opponent has the Maxx C. But I have the Crystal Wing to negate the Maxx C. If that's the only card left in hand, I'm going to use that negate right away. And we're going to get off to the races here. And our opponent chooses to surrender there. Honestly, he had no other cards left. It was really a top deck situation. Alright, going second against Mannadium Scareclaw. Really scary deck, honestly, but I have no interruptions either. This is going to be really willpower versus willpower. He's gonna get that Primitive Planet to get the Scareclaw card added to hand. He does get the Visa Starfrost. Visa Starfrost, he's gonna just go through his combos here. He's gonna bring back that Lightheart, so he pretty much got it for free, as well as bring out the other one he used. So now he's gonna go into a 10 here. He's gonna go into the Baronne De Fleur. Honestly, he has really strong plays here. Another Scareclaw arrival. He's gonna bring back the Visa Starfrost. Gonna go into a Link 2 here. He goes into the Cross Sheep. Now the Cross Sheep is gonna enable their instant fusion from Graveyard Guy, Vicious Astrolaud, a crazy card, as well as he's gonna end his turn there. He accidentally, it looks like he activated the wrong effect. He activated the Synchro effect instead of the fusion. So a misplay on his part. He's gonna try to take out my win, but I have the cross out. I'm really just trying to bait out that Maxx C, or the Baronne De Fleur. I'm really trying to just bait that out. I don't care if he has Maxx C. I want to end it as close as I can this turn, as well as take out that Baronne Negate, which he falls for it on the Terrortop. I don't know. He could consider this the right play, but I really don't. With double Marble Marcher in hand, we can get the Taketomborg. Now this is the right play because Red Eye Dice is in the rotation for our double Yoyo. So we don't really even need a search off the rubber band shooter. I'm gonna get one, but we don't need it. We're gonna choose 4 and 3. We're gonna hope we hit the Yoyo. Good, we did. Also, that now that the Duke is in grave as well, and CarTurbo is in hand as well. We're doing really good. Cork Shooter effect. We're gonna bring back the 2 monsters that we just used to synchro. We're not gonna change any levels just yet. I don't think we'll have to at all. High Speedroid Hogota. We're gonna get out an 8, which is pretty good. And we'll be able to get out one more 8. And now we're gonna choose the 8 that negates all face-up cards. Oh, actually, let me get Duke Dennis into this. Duke Dennis. Why am I calling him Duke Dennis? I don't know what I'm talking about. Duke. High Speed Kite Drake's gonna negate all face-up cards my opponent controls. Now we're gonna banish to get a little bit more attack, just so we can overpower these monsters. 3,700 is exactly enough that we need to overpower with that CarTurbo effect. Now this board isn't crazy, but the amount of board I just broke with him is the crazy part. He's gonna get rid of Hogota. He normal summoned Ash. He's gonna go right to battle. Pretty much just giving up, which is fine. I'll take it. We broke down Mannadium with Speedroids. I mean, I get why he wants to give up, and Crystal Wing's gonna do it there, taking out our opponent. All because he just misplayed with the fusion. He could have extended more, would have been enough. We will never know. Alright, going second. This hand is interesting. It's perfect for the Superheavy matchup, being able to take out that motorbike to get him his Wakashi. Interesting deck. We literally just played it last video. He has the theory on Regulus, but honestly our hand is built to defeat this guy, especially if he's going to end on it, because Imperm will take out the Regulus no problem. We have a bunch of extenders, and luckily for us, Speedroid Duplicate likes to be in the graveyard. Now he has that Ash Blossom, but it's fine. We'll have to waste our normal on one of the special summon extenders, but it's worth it, especially with what we're about to do here. And our opponent chooses to surrender there. Just shows the power of Speedroids and the amount of extenders they do have. Going second with the Maxx C in hand, that's always a good move. Not a problem, but our opponent has the Ash. So the Maxx C isn't going to do it for us. Let's see what our opponent can do, what we can do with these 4 cards in hand. Honestly, a really tremendous hand. Looks like my opponent is on Bystial. He's going to get that Magna Hut, but as you can see, Branded Regain, Magna Hut already. Looks like he was reliant on that Lubellion as a banish, which is never good for Bystials. He's going to draw a card from this, but he just lost Lubellion to get a lot of initiative. He gets the Serenair into rotation as well. He probably wants to get that Lubellion back. But luckily for us, Bystials are not a problem whatsoever. This This opponent has no interruption OS other than a Maxx C, but we do have the Ash. The reason why, we do not play a single dark or light attribute card in this deck. Wynn's gonna bring out Speedroid Terratop. Speedroid Terratop's full combo. We get the double Yoyo as well, and our opponent chooses to surrender. Just shows misplaying in ranked. Going first, Speedroid Terratop in hand. That is what I like to see. We're going to get that Taketomborg. Now, we're in a difficult situation. Reason being is red-eyed dice. We opened up both copies. So we do have to use our normal on this. But luckily for us, the Duke will become a level 2, which will be helpful later on in our synchro summoning plays. Clear wing fast. We got 2 targets here. We get the double Yoyo. That's what I like to see. Double Yoyo effect. We're going to get that red-eyed die. And we're going to go off to the races with our synchro summoning. First going into our 3 due to red-eyed die. And Cork Shooter is going to bring out the 4 and the 1 back again. Now, we don't have to use red-eyed die's effect here. But red-eyed die is also going to get us Oigota. That's going to get us our 8. Not a bad move. Getting that Crystal Wing out for playing. And now we have a negate on board. Now I have a feeling my opponent has some kind of Nibiru at this point. But Crystal Wing is there, so we are safe. Now I'm going to get another negate just in case. We also have a Maxx C. If this is the opponent I'm thinking of, I'm going to shotgun the Maxx C, of course. Goes to battle. He's going to take out 2 of our cards. I choose to keep the Crystal Wing for protection of this Nibiru I think my opponent has in hand. Now this isn't the best move, but Marble Marcher is going to get CarTurbo, another extender. We're going to bring him out right away. Taketomborg is going to come out, and we really don't need to go for the Cork Shooter, but we can if we want to. Now we're going to use these 2 guys here to go into a level 10 Baronne De Fleur, which is very nice for us. We're going to destroy 1. It looks like my opponent has the Imperm. Now, this is the point where I can keep going, but I feel like I'm still under 5. So I choose to stop there. I'm going to go to battle, hidden for 6k. Continue the game with a negate with my Baron still left, as well as my Crystal Wing. Looks like my opponent is on the Ocean Archetype. I hate this archetype. I'm going to instantly Crystal Wing negate the Searcher. And I still have 1 more negate, but my opponent won't make me use it, luckily. He surrenders there. Alright guys, so this is my Speedroid deck list. This is pure Speedroids. I hope you guys are watching the content and enjoying the clips I'm putting on. Cards that are really awesome right now is that Speedroid Terratop just got added to 3 in this deck. Now, you could also play a Castira engine in this because Unicorn is a wind type. 1 Fenrir as well. But I just liked it pure for this one. Maybe in the future I'll add a Castira part of it as well. But honestly, the deck is fire. I love the deck. I love Terrortop as a turn 1 opener. You don't even have to use your normal summon yet. I also like Ultra Hound. All of the normal summon options are good. Terrortop, Ultra Hound, and Yoyo are crazy cards. This card is funny sometimes. It's just a blended perfection of consistency. I've never had really such a bricky hand with this deck, because you have Wind to get you good hands. You have Speedroid Wheel. You have Terrortop. You have Ultra Hound, which is a 1-card combo. Honestly, the deck is so fun. Now, extra deck wise, Cork Shooter is a crazy extender, and so is Oigota. Honestly, you can play this guy at 2. You can take out the Chambara. But I like to have that OTK or that option of needing 2 attacks just in case. A good addition is Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Unfortunately, the only tuner you can target is Speedroid Red-Eyed Dice. I recommend you could also add a level 9 monster because of that. You want to make sure it's a wind as well. So you have a few options here. You have, I would go with Stellar or the Virtual World. Both are really good options. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile and deck list. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.